Hi, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Our devotion for today, February 5th, 2021, is from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 9, verses 2 through 9. Starting with verse 2. And after 6 days, Jesus took with him Peter and James and John and led them up a high mountain by themselves, and he was transfigured before them. So after 6 days, from when John declared Jesus to be the Son of God, Jesus takes Peter, James, and John up a high mountain. They were alone there, secluded. And it is here where Jesus transfigures himself in front of the 3 disciples. Verse 3 and following. And his clothes became radiant, intensely white, as no one on earth could bleach them. And there appeared to them Elijah with Moses, and they were talking with Jesus. So Jesus transfigures right in front of his disciples, with his clothing becoming glowing, a glowing and intense white, so white no bleach on earth could compare with it. Then, appearing with Jesus, are Elijah and Moses. They are talking with Jesus, these 2 Old Testament prophets, one who had died, Moses, and the other who had been carried up to heaven in a fiery chariot, Elijah. They were right there, talking with Jesus right in front of the disciples. Verse 5 and following, and Peter said to Jesus, Rabbi, it is good that we are here. Let us make 3 tents, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. For he did not know what to say, for they were terrified. I would be terrified too. Peter responds to what he sees by saying with some fear, Teacher, it's good for us to be here. I don't know if he really felt that way at the moment. He says, let us make 3 tents, one for Jesus, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. Let us take this moment and have you stay together and try to soak up this moment so that we might be able to understand what's going on. I can't blame Peter for being afraid. I would be afraid too. Verse 7 and following, and a cloud overshadowed them, and a voice came out of the cloud, This is my beloved Son, listen to him. And suddenly, looking around, they no longer saw anyone with them but Jesus alone. Well, at this time, a cloud overshadows the disciples and Moses and Elijah and Jesus all on the mountain, just as the cloud would overshadow the mountain when God spoke to the Israelites in the Old Testament. And the voice of God the Father speaks to them on the mountain, and it says, This is my beloved Son. And then God the Father makes a plea to the disciples, listen to him. Peter had identified Jesus as God's Son. Now, God identifies Jesus as his own Son. The 3 disciples have confirmation of the true identity of Jesus from none other than God the Father himself. And it is written that they saw no one then but Jesus after that. My friends, Jesus is all we need. We call this moment the Transfiguration, and we usually talk about Jesus being the one who transfigured. But I wonder if it's not really about the transfiguration of those 3 disciples who have had this occur for their benefit, for the strengthening of their faith as they prepare for Jesus' journey to the cross. Are there moments in your life that you can look back and point to as a disciple of Jesus, a moment or moments when your faith was strengthened, if I could only talk this morning? Moments that have prepared you for what is to come. If not, keep alert. Perhaps they will be coming to you soon. If so, thanks be to God, who is preparing you for something that's going to happen in your life. Go in peace, serve the Lord.